Right, hi everyone and welcome to Sanding Weekly. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we were rejoicing because we'd done all the sanding on the frame, we'd mitered it all and we tacked it together. And now, last week you'll remember, or if you don't remember, you can watch the video, we wrapped it in the hemp sheet and epoxy. That's all finished and this is the frame. You can see it's all up and complete. It looks like a bike, but the next job is more sanding. So we've got to smooth out and thin down these hemp bindings here to lose a bit of weight, make it look a bit nicer and get it ready for painting. We're going to paint this in a nice road.cc blue on the lugs. We're going to have clear lacquer on the bamboo so you can see what it's made of. Now, one thing we learnt a couple of weeks ago is that it's really important and really useful to have the right tool for the job. So we went on Amazon yesterday and we found ourselves a power file. Now this is a power file, it's just like a belt sander with a tiny like 13mm belt here. That's great for getting in all these little nooks and crannies. We can wear down, we can smooth down these lugs, get all the excess glue off them and get them ready for painting. Now, the frame itself looks like it's come out really well. The jig looks like it's worked. The frame appears to be in one piece. We've offered up a wheel into the rear dropouts here and we can see that when we do, the wheel sits central in the frame, so central in the seat stays and the chain stays. The one issue we've got is that down here, the chain stays are quite thick, so there's not a lot of room for a tyre. At the moment, we're looking at going to an old pro's house, digging out one of his 19mm tyres. But we reckon if we file back this hemp here, we can get a 23 in there. 25, probably a bit of a stretch. So next job is more sanding. We'll do that, and then we'll get the frame ready to be painted. It's going to look great. Okay, so I've done the first cut on the frame with a really rough 40 grit belt, and do you know what, it's looking pretty good. I mean, most of the way around the frame, it's good. The only bit I haven't been able to get into is around the back of the seat post there, the seat stay kind of junction. Everything else is looking pretty decent. There's a little bit of a gap in here that I'm going to have to put some filler in. I think it's structurally fine, but when you've got the bike in the jig and you're doing that side of the bike blind, it's a bit more difficult to see what you're getting up to. There's another slight little hole there that I'm going to have to fill as well. But pretty much that is done. It looks a bit more like a bike now. We've sanded everything down. It's fair to say it was quite a lot more sanding. But now we're ready to start painting it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the whole bike down with a bit of cellulose thinner, just to get all the dust and stuff off it, get it ready for the paint. Then I'm going to mask off the bamboo. We're going to get some primer on these lugs. They're going to be a nice metallic blue to go with the road.cc kit. And the bamboo sections are just going to be a clear lacquer. I reckon it's going to look really good. So time to get going on that. Well, we've got our primer on all the lugs. I also found a can of bike spray, blue bike spray in the shed. I've put a bit of that on as well, just to give it a bit of a build coat really, because the lugs, in spite of all my sanding, are still a little bit furry. So I'll probably rub this down and then we'll get ready for the top coat, which is going to be a nice metallic blue. So we're done with the primer now. I've done as much primer as I'm going to do anyway, which is pretty much all the high build primer that was available in Bath, trying to get it nice and smooth. Sooner or later you realise that you're not going to get it exactly smooth, it's still going to be a bit kind of ripply and bumpy, but that's fine, it's a hand-built project, isn't it? So next job is to get some paint on this. We're going to paint the lugs metallic blue and then I'm going to do the whole thing in a clear coat lacquer, so we have blue lugs and natural wood tubes. So without further ado, let's get on with the painting bit. ta-da! So here it is. This is the finished thing. Well, I say finished. It's as finished as it's gonna be, because we need to build this up now and I need to get racing on it. As you can see, I've got a fork here as well, carbon fork that I've got from an old bike that I broke when I had a slow speed stack with a pheasant, true story. Painted that to match, and we're ready to go. We're ready to build this up. So in the next video, I'm going to build this up with kit that I found in my shed and make it into a full bike. That's the next step. And after that, we're going to go out riding on it and see how it goes. I've weighed the frame. It weighs 2.68 kilos, so not the lightest, but yeah, we'll see how it goes as a full build. So stay tuned for that. That'll be next week. If you've got any questions about this kit or about building a bamboo bike in general, don't forget to ask them in the comments and we'll get them answered for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more like this on Road.cc. Okay, cheers, thanks for watching.